Yo, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I hope you're having a very good time. I'm really having a good time too. There's been a lot of things going on in the world, and right now this is a very, very difficult moment for everybody. But I want to talk about the issue of election. In Congo right now, in the Democratic Republic of the Congo right now, people are getting ready for an election. And this election is going to happen this month on the 20th of December. This is where it's supposed to happen. So this means this is a really, really important time for the people who lives in the Congo, for the people from the Congo outside, and for Africa in general. And myself, I'm a Congolese, and I remember, if I can give you a background, I remember the first time, I really do remember we had an election was in 2006, and this election happened, after a long period of wars and conflicts, and the country was trying to come together again. And why we had this election is because we had a government made of a president and 4 former rebel leaders that was sharing power. So this was one president, 4 vice president, and I remember nothing was working, completely nothing. The country was on its knees. People were crying. The economy was down. Education, we don't even want to talk about that one. And I was thinking in 2006 is when the election was going to come. See, personally, I was really hopeful that this is the time maybe we're going to have some change, because the country was not working at all in that moment, and every leader was blaming the other one. The vice presidents were saying we can't do shit because the president is trying to stop us from doing anything, and the president was saying everything is crumbling because I got so many people, I can't work freely. So I was thinking really after the election some kind of change was going to happen. But then we had the election, a president was elected, but nothing changed. Completely nothing changed. The country continued to go down. And this is when I started losing hope in elections. And up to now, if you really ask me whether I believe whether elections really bring about a change, I'm really confused. I don't really know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you anything on that one. But then for many people right now, this is a very important moment in the Congo. There's a lot of people out there that are voting for the first time. A lot of people that have been voting and they believe the elections change things. And of course, elections can change things. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why in our countries these things don't work. But that's why I wanted to talk about this issue right now. Many people are ready for the elections. People are hopeful that this is going to bring about some change. I know a lot of people, and everybody from the Congo, and people got friends from the Congo. You got people, you see them posting on their WhatsApp, Facebook statuses about their friends, brothers, and acquaintances who are vying for various positions in the government, MPs and so on. Personally, me too, I got friends, I got neighbors and people that I know that are trying to become MPs, that are trying to become mayors and so on. And this is the time we always wonder about how are we going to vote. Is it just about the same kind of voting where they give you some money to buy your vote? Or this is the time people really should think about how to vote for the best leaders? Most of the time it's the people that are trying to ask themselves this kind of question: how can I vote better? Who's the leader that cares for me? Who's the leader that's going to care for the country? But the leaders should also ask themselves these questions. Am I the right person to do these things? Unfortunately, people are trying to get into politics for money. But this is not for money. This should be something like a calling, because you're supposed to work for the people. You're not supposed to try to make yourself rich. I got people, friends and people that I know, like I said, that are trying to become leaders in the Congo right now, that are trying to lead my country. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk about 2 of these people. One of them, I'm not going to say his name, but let me say I'm going to call him John. John is a friend of mine, I can say. I know John through another friend of mine. And John was being hosted by this other friend of mine. So he kept him, he gave him accommodation, food, everything. He took care of him, everything. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, John was really going through some very hard situations. He really needed help. He really needed somebody to give him that kind of help. And this man, this friend of mine, did it. I know about this because this is my circle. You know what I'm saying? I will go there. I will visit. We will eat together. We will share good moments together. But then it came a time John had to leave and go on his own. Obviously, he went back to Congo. And now he's trying to become a politician in the Congo. But the thing is, It's been a long time since that happened, and since he went to Congo, he never called back. He never called to say thank you. He never kept in touch. He kind of completely forgotten about the person that helped him. And I'm talking about this. This is not really me, but this is a friend of mine, and this is something that really happened. He is there in the Congo now trying to become a leader, an MP. I'm now asking myself, I know we're not supposed to expect people to be grateful. We know the majority of the people are not grateful. But there's a lot of people that are out there that are grateful. But politics is for people that's supposed to be grateful. Because if you can't give back to the people that helped you when you were down, if you can't even say thank you to the people that helped you when you were down, are you going to be able to help the people that helped you to get higher? Are you sure? I don't believe a person like this should vie for any kind of leadership in the Congo, because this kind of personality, is not supposed to be in a leader. I'm thinking if somebody like this becomes a leader, it's going to continue to be like that. It's not going to be thankful to the people that voted him in office. Yet, the people vote you in office to give back to them, to help them, to bring about good education, infrastructure, and defend them. So if you don't have this kind of trait in your personality, politics is not a good thing for you to do. You can become a soldier, a police officer. And the second person, just to cut this story short, the second person I know is a neighbor of mine. Used to be a neighbor of mine in Congo. Now he's trying to be an MP. And what surprises me is I don't think he's supposed to be an MP, because this is a man that, first of all, he had his first wife. He has some few children with his wife, and then he just abandoned the wife and the family. I know this family. He abandoned the wife and the family, and he changed the city, and he got another woman, and he started a family with that woman. And after some years, he abandoned that woman with the children, and he got another woman. He started another family. He had other children with that woman, and he abandoned the third woman as well. And then lately, he was trying to get a fourth woman, a very young lady. I think, very, very young lady, same age as his own daughters. And I'm thinking, this man was not responsible. He's never been responsible in his life, because the children he abandoned, nobody took care of them when it comes to education, guidance, instruction, anything. And this is a problem to the society. So people like this are not responsible. And I'm wondering, why are you trying to be an MP? These positions need people that are responsible, people that can take care of the country. If you can't take care of your own family, if you can't keep a family together, are you sure you're going to keep a country together? So before you're trying to become a leader, you need to ask yourself, am I fit for this position? Do I have the heart for this position? Not only the greed, because what's killing everything nowadays is greed. You know what I'm saying? I myself, I've been in positions where I could access some positions and hold these positions and make good money. But because I knew this was not going to rhyme with my personality, I don't want to be in charge. I don't want to take some responsibility I know I'm not going to uphold. So now you got people that are coming into politics for money. They're coming into politics for people to see them, but they don't have their heart for that. People like this, the people that are voting might not know about them. But this is where, as people, each one of us need to examine ourselves and know, are we fit for this kind of things? Any kind of position that you're going to be in position to help a lot of people, to sacrifice yourself for the goods of other people that are not necessarily yours. You need to ask yourself, do you got the heart for that? Not only the need and the greed for money. And this is one of the things that's killing our countries nowadays. I always tell my people, good people should join politics. The people that are joining politics in our countries and even in the world are people that have been driven with greed and the need to dominate others, not really the need to serve others. That's why we got people and politicians that are too big to even identify with the problems of their peoples. We see that. Presidents that are living flashy when everybody else is just suffering. We're seeing what happening on the planet right now. You're going to wonder, are we really thinking? Are we really doing this thing? Are these people really holding these positions because they wanted to help the world to become a better place, or because they wanted to get the paycheck that comes along? Thank you very much for your time. Continue to follow me on my channels. If you got questions, anything, you can contact us and get in touch. We're going to get in touch with you. And remember, this is, we're here to share whatever we know. We don't know everything, but the little we know, we can just share the knowledge and awaken the people up. We have a real problem of leadership, and we can only change this if we wake up. The leadership is happy, but the most people are sleeping. And the few people that have the knowledge, we have the responsibility. You have the responsibility to awaken and share with the others. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Africa. Thank you.